Hi everyone, and welcome to day 3 of our Christmas Vlogmas, where I'm taking you on a wonderful adventure into the Igbo Christmas, how we celebrate Christmas in Igboland, the eastern part of Nigeria. We have been talking about this for 2 days now, and today is day 3. Yesterday we spoke about going to the market in the village during the festive season, and many people related to that video, and it was wonderful. Thank you so much. So today we are talking about the masquerades. Yes, the masquerades in Igboland. Many people are usually see these masquerades on the internet and they wonder what are all these. Yes, so we are going to be talking about those masquerades today. The masquerades in Igboland are called Mmau. Mmau, yes, the Mmau of the Igboland and what it represents during the festive season. So let's dive in. Let's go see the masquerades. In Igboland, masquerades are more than just a spectacle. Yes, they embody the spirits of our ancestors, the guardians and the custodians of our tradition. And one thing we should know is that each masquerade tells a story. There's a story behind each masquerade that you see, because each masquerade have different deities that govern them. So during this festive season in Igboland, there's this new life that these deities release. There's this new life that these deities release to the atmosphere, which brings blessings, which brings protection for the community members, and it is usually very beautiful. So it's not something to be scared about. It's not something to be frightened about. They are just the representation of our ancestors being here with us, and that is the significance of the masquerade in Igbo culture. So another significance is that it shows a spiritual connection with us and our roots. With modernization, with civilization, we have seen that we are not really giving much reverence to these ancestral roots as it used to be in the days of old, where they worshipped them and gave them reverence. So having to see these masquerades shows us that these traditions were there and they are still much alive, despite the fact they are now being modernized in a certain way, but it still shows us that they are still much alive and they are still much relevant and they still govern us till date. Also, the masquerades are for entertainment and for unity. Entertainment in the sense that when you hear the sound of the masquerade drums, no matter where you are, no matter whom you are, you just find yourself dancing to the rhythms of those drums. It's something that people don't explain. You can't explain the feeling, but once you hear it, no matter the distance, you dance to the rhythm of those drums. And when you are watching the masquerade, you cannot watch a masquerade alone. You must watch with a friend, you must watch with family members, and this brings everyone together, which is what the Igbo culture promotes. Culture promotes unity amongst its children. So that's what the Igbo culture promotes, unity, and this is what our masquerade does. It brings us together. It binds us together in love, in laughter, and in harmony. So one thing we should know is that the masquerades are not scary. Most times, those masquerades are actually humans. They are actually our brothers. Yes, they're actually our brothers, our elder brothers, our younger brothers, who are members of the masquerade cult, who wear these masquerade costumes. So if you are seeing a masquerade which is masked, it may be your brother, it may even be your cousin, but they are members of this masquerade cult. And each masquerade cult have their own rules, they have their own deity that governs them. But before you can be a member of a particular masquerade cult, it's not something you just wake up one morning and say, I want to go and join this cult. You must be convinced, you must be prepared, and you must be ready to adhere to the rules and regulations guiding that particular deity that you want to go and serve. Because for you being a member of that particular cult, it means that you want to be used by the gods to bless its people, just as a tool to bless another person. So before you can join, before you can be a member, you must be convinced that I am ready to serve the gods. I am ready to be an instrument, to be a messenger of the gods to its people. And before you can do that, before you can fully be a member, you must be initiated into that cult. You must take the oath. You must participate in the oath taking and covenant taking ceremony of that particular deity, of that particular cult that you want to go and serve. And one thing about those societies, one thing about those cults is that everything that happens within that cult is a secret. It's not something you come out and relate to another person. Provided you are in that cult, you have decided and you have sworn to keep your mouth shut. You have sworn to keep everything a secret. If you don't, you are going to get the consequences, and you're not going to be fighting against humans. You're going to be fighting against the gods, and you know you're not going to win. So if you must be a member, you must adhere to the rules and regulations of that particular deity that you want to go and serve. The Igbo Christmas is usually very beautiful, and it's made very colorful with the presence of this masquerade, which that comes out from time to time. And they have one very big ceremony where all the masquerades comes out with their different members displaying so many wonderful dance moves, making various beautiful incantations, and everyone is relating to it. People are snapping pictures, people are going to get blessings from them, and it is usually very beautiful. Most times during this festive season, the masquerade cults move from house to house, from one family compound to another family house, and they come uninvited. You don't tell them to come, they just come to your house. Just like that, just like the gods are moving them to come and bless you. So when they come, as soon as they get into your compound, they begin to beat the drums. And when they beat the drums, everyone inside the house come out and dance with those masquerades, come and dance with them. And one amazing thing is that when you are done dancing, when they are ready to leave your compound and going to another person's compound, you must, it's compulsory that you must appreciate them for coming. It's compulsory that you must give them gifts. You must give them money to tell them thank you for coming. Because most times they have come to drop blessing. They have come to drop a message that you human cannot see. Because those society members, those men who are in those secret cults, are actually guided by the gods. So when they are coming as messengers, they are coming with messages for each family that they come to, and they must be appreciated and say like thanks for coming before they leave. So the Igbo Christmas is usually so beautiful, and many people actually look forward to seeing this masquerade. Many people actually come from far and wide just because they want to encounter this masquerades one-on-one, especially those who have seen them on the internet, who have seen them on so many social media platforms. They come into the East during this festive season because they know they are going to see them and they will experience them personally. And we have not had any negative encounter with this masquerade. They usually come and everywhere is blissful, everywhere is beautiful. So if you find yourself in Igboland during this festive season, if you find yourself in Igboland this Christmas season, just know that you're going to experience culture, you're going to experience tradition, you're going to experience raw blessings from the gods, like in another dimension, culture in its raw form. That's what you're going to see. And everyone who is in the East has open arms ready to receive every visitor who is coming to celebrate Christmas with us. So from me to you today, I'll end this video here, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for day 4. And don't forget, our masquerades are not scary. They are just a representation of the gods to tell us that they are fully around us. Thank you and bye.